All right, Bears fans, let's dive straight into the latest updates from Chicago as the team continues to shape its season and build momentum. The focus right now is on the remarkable growth of quarterback Ben Johnson, and there's no shortage of praise for the way he has developed since the spring and through training camp. Dennis Allen, who has a wealth of experience both as a head coach and as a defensive coordinator, has been closely observing Johnson's progression, and his remarks underline just how impactful a dynamic quarterback can be. Allen highlighted that Johnson has grown tremendously in his ability to read defenses, escape pressure, and make plays with his legs, something that naturally gives defenses nightmares when trying to execute their game plan. Watching a quarterback with this kind of athleticism makes it clear how valuable he is, and Allen's experience allows him to appreciate how much chaos a mobile quarterback can create. When a quarterback is capable of turning broken plays into successful gains, it elevates the entire offense, and Johnson's development is clearly showing that potential week after week. His sack avoidance has been impressive all season, and the incremental improvements he has made are not only noticeable but also exciting for the future. The Bears are witnessing the emergence of a quarterback who, while already capable of impressive plays, still has a long runway to become one of the league's more dangerous and effective players. In recent games, Johnson has stood out as one of the top-graded quarterbacks, demonstrating that his talent and work ethic are translating into tangible performance on the field. The front office and coaching staff have undoubtedly noticed how well he is clicking with the unit, and this cohesion is vital as the offense continues to refine its rhythm and capabilities. When a quarterback and his supporting cast are firing on all cylinders, the team's potential skyrockets, and the current trajectory indicates that the Bears' offense could reach new heights if this development continues. Confidence in Johnson is understandably high, and many would rate it around an 8 out of 10, recognizing both his strengths and areas for further improvement. There's an optimism that he will continue to elevate the offense play by play, drive by drive, and week by week, providing a foundation for sustained success. Turning our attention to the wide receiver position, Luther Burden has become a player to watch, particularly after making some big plays recently. Declan Doyle emphasized that Burden has been working diligently behind the scenes alongside Antoine Randall, and the results are becoming evident on the field. Although his opportunities have been limited to 18 targets in 8 games, his efficiency and explosiveness have made a significant impression. Burden has shown the ability to capitalize on his chances, generating big plays that change the momentum of games. This efficiency and explosiveness are exactly what the team needs in key moments, and there's a growing sense that it is time for him to take on a larger role within the offense. Incremental increases in snaps, similar to what has been seen with other rising players, are expected as the team looks to maximize his impact. In contrast, while Zaccheaus has a role to play, his production has not been as efficient or as explosive as Burden's, reinforcing the case for increasing Burden's presence on the field. This adjustment could provide the Bears with an added dimension in their offensive strategy, giving defenses more challenges to contend with. Injury updates remain a critical aspect of understanding the team's readiness for upcoming games. Jaquan Brisker continues to deal with a back issue, missing consecutive practices, and his chances of playing are relatively low, around 25%. If he is unable to suit up, players like Elijah Hicks or C.J. Gardner-Johnson could slide into the safety position in traditional defensive sets. T.J. Edwards is still working through a hamstring injury coupled with a hand issue, which means he is unlikely to return this week. John A. Walker remains in concussion protocol and is expected to be out as well, though his absence may not significantly impact defensive performance. Joe Thuney has been following a veteran rest schedule, which is likely to continue, maintaining his readiness for later in the season. DJ Moore has dealt with shoulder, hip, and groin issues but has demonstrated toughness throughout the year, and he is expected to play on Sunday. Roma has been managing a foot and ankle situation for weeks, yet his recent performance suggests he is ready to contribute at a high level. Meanwhile, other players, including DeAndre Swift, Cole Kmet, and Tyreek Stevenson, are participating fully, with Stevenson recovering from a minor shoulder concern. Josh Blackwell has cleared concussion protocol, and Ruben Hiplight and Dominic Robinson are also fully participating, which adds depth to both defensive and offensive schemes. Dominic Robinson's return is particularly encouraging for the Bears' defensive line. With Monty Swat and Austin Booker already contributing, Robinson's ability to set the edge in the run game adds another layer of versatility and effectiveness. The coaching staff may stagger snaps between Robinson and Booker, utilizing Robinson more on run-heavy situations while deploying Booker as a pass rush specialist on third downs. This flexibility enhances the team's defensive capability, providing more options in key situations. Joe Tryon-Shawinka has also completed a full week of practice, adding further depth and potential to the roster. Robinson's presence is expected to offer a notable boost to the defensive line's overall performance and consistency. Looking beyond the Bears, the Minnesota side brings its own set of developments. Quarterback J.J. McCarthy has been managing a hand issue, but has shown progress, participating fully in practice and beginning to integrate snaps and throws despite the injury. Christian Darrisaw's workload has been staggered to manage his condition, but he's anticipated to play, while Jonathan Grenad is unlikely to participate due to a shoulder injury, which could significantly impact Minnesota's defensive rotation. Other Vikings players, such as Will Fry, Aaron Jones, Josh Oliver, Josh Mattel, and Andrew Van Ginkel, are managing various injuries, with many expected to play. Ryan Kelly, who has dealt with multiple concussions, has been limited in practice, and there is speculation he may be held out to ensure safety. This array of injury considerations will inevitably shape game plans and player matchups, influencing how both teams approach the contest. On the offensive line, players like Justin Skule and Theo Jackson are preparing to fill versatile roles, with Jackson returning from a concussion and Skule providing coverage across multiple positions. The combination of returning players and those managing injuries highlights the delicate balance the Bears must maintain as they navigate this stretch of the season. Depth, experience, and tactical deployment are all under scrutiny as the coaching staff evaluates how to maximize performance while protecting key contributors. The overall picture emerging for the Bears is one of cautious optimism mixed with strategic adjustments. The growth of Ben Johnson, the rising prominence of Luther Burden, and the management of key injuries all point to a team that is actively shaping its identity and readiness. The interplay of developing talent, injury management, and tactical deployment will be crucial as the Bears face upcoming opponents and aim to capitalize on the momentum they have been building. With careful attention to player roles and incremental improvements, the team is positioning itself to compete effectively while continuing to evolve its offensive and defensive schemes. Week by week, game by game, the Bears are finding their rhythm, and the performances of individual players are beginning to coalesce into a more cohesive and dynamic unit capable of challenging any opponent on the field. The quarterback's ability to create plays outside of the traditional pocket continues to be a game changer. Ben Johnson's mobility forces defenses to rethink their approach, often stretching coverages and creating openings for receivers like Luther Burden to exploit. The chemistry between Johnson and his receiving core has steadily improved, allowing for quicker reads, sharper routes, and more explosive plays. As defenses adjust, Johnson's continued development ensures that the Bears remain unpredictable, capable of turning routine plays into significant gains. The incremental growth and refinement of the offensive unit, coupled with the strategic adjustments in the defensive rotation, suggest that the team is entering a phase where consistency and versatility are becoming hallmarks of its approach. If the Bears can continue to integrate emerging talents with seasoned veterans, their potential to control games increases dramatically. The balance between risk-taking plays and disciplined execution is essential, and the coaching staff is clearly emphasizing this in practice and game planning. The contributions from players returning from injury, combined with those steadily improving through experience and coaching, set the stage for a series of matchups that will test the team's resilience, adaptability, and strategic depth. This period of the season is critical, as each performance not only affects the immediate outcome, but also builds the foundation for longer-term growth and stability within the team structure. By leveraging the strengths of key players while mitigating vulnerabilities caused by injuries, the Bears are crafting a strategy that allows for both explosive potential and reliable execution. This approach requires constant evaluation, adjustment, and precise management of player rotations and responsibilities. The offensive and defensive schemes are being fine-tuned, ensuring that both sides of the ball can respond effectively to various in-game scenarios. The combination of talent development, health management, and tactical sophistication underscores the organization's commitment to maximizing performance while maintaining flexibility. Ben Johnson's trajectory remains central to the team's aspirations. As he continues to demonstrate poise, athleticism, and an ability to make critical plays under pressure, the Bears' offensive identity becomes more defined. The integration of complementary talents like Luther Burden amplifies the impact of his playmaking ability, and together, they create a dynamic that is difficult for defenses to predict or contain. Incremental gains in practice, film study, and game execution are translating into tangible results on the field, fostering confidence within the roster and providing the coaching staff with additional options in play calling and strategic planning. The defensive unit is simultaneously adjusting to changes in returning players, seeking to maintain consistency while absorbing the contributions of those coming off injuries. Dominic Robinson's return strengthens the defensive line's ability to control the line of scrimmage, particularly in run situations, while players like Monty Swat and Austin Booker continue to apply pressure and generate disruption in passing scenarios. This balance allows the Bears to adapt dynamically, whether facing power-running teams or pass-heavy offenses, and it demonstrates the depth of the roster and the strategic foresight of the coaching staff. Every week presents new challenges and opportunities, and the Bears are navigating these with a blend of emerging talent, strategic planning, and careful injury management. The growth of key players, coupled with the incremental increase in roles for promising contributors, signals a team that is evolving in both identity and capability. The interplay between quarterback play, receiver efficiency, and defensive adjustments is creating a multifaceted team that can exploit mismatches and capitalize on opportunities as they arise. The coaching staff's role in orchestrating these adjustments cannot be overstated. Aligning practice intensity, strategic emphasis, and game day execution requires a constant feedback loop and an attentive approach to player performance. The combination of experienced veterans, rising stars, and a developing quarterback ensures that the Bears are building a foundation capable of sustaining competitiveness throughout the season. The tactical management of snaps, player rotations, and in-game adjustments further reinforces the team's ability to respond to evolving circumstances, maintaining a balance between offensive creativity and defensive resilience. The progression of Ben Johnson from spring development to his current status as a high-performing quarterback reflects both personal dedication and effective coaching. His ability to extend plays, avoid sacks, and create opportunities for his teammates elevates the offense and challenges opposing defenses. This dynamic is compounded by the increasing role of players like Luther Burden, whose efficiency and explosiveness provide critical support and scoring potential. The combination of individual growth, strategic utilization, and cohesive execution paints a picture of a Bears team steadily refining its approach while positioning itself for impactful performances in upcoming matchups. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL world can't stop talking after Travis Kelce's unexpected comments about the Chicago Bears' lit-up locker rooms and social media alike. Known for his confidence both on and off the field, the Kansas City Chiefs star tight and sent shockwaves through the league when he offered a few choice words about the struggling Bears franchise, words that fans, analysts, and even a few players weren't expecting to hear. It all started during a casual post-game chat, when Kelce was asked about the state of other teams around the league. Instead of the usual polite deflection, he leaned in with that trademark grin and dropped a line that instantly went viral. Let's just say Kelce reportedly laughed. Some teams are still trying to figure out who they are. The Bears? Man, I don't even know if they've read the manual yet. Within minutes, those words were echoing across sports talk shows, podcasts, and Twitter feeds. Was it playful banter? A jab? Or perhaps a subtle challenge to a proud franchise trying to rebuild its reputation? Opinions are split. Some fans claim it's just Kelce being Kelce, charismatic, confident, and unfiltered. Others say it was a calculated move, the kind of offhand remark that gets under opponents' skin just enough to make them circle the next matchup on the calendar. Insiders close to the Chiefs suggest Kelce's comments were less about disrespect and more about motivation. He respects every team in this league, one teammate said off the record, but he also knows how to send a message. Meanwhile, Bears loyalists haven't taken the words lightly. Social media is filled with responses from Chicago fans demanding their team make him eat those words. Still, if there's one thing everyone can agree on, it's that Kelce has a knack for stirring the pot. Whether intentional or not, he's turned a few sentences into a headline that refuses to fade. And as whispers grow about what he really meant, one thing's certain. The next time the Bears and Chiefs share a field, all eyes will be on number 87. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.